wieczór, moi mieli. Jestem Masaj. To program Kupakabra. Rozsiądźcie się wygodnie na kanapie. Dziś nowa seria. White Night. Zgodnie z obietnicą. Nowy tytuł. Jestem bardzo ciekawy, kiedy zobaczyłem tę grę po raz pierwszy, bo to w sumie nówka sztuka, początek tego miesiąca. Wiedziałem, że chcę w to zagrać. No i dopiąłem swego. Nie spodziewam się, że będziemy mieli tutaj tak prymitywny humor jak w Outlaście. Ale spodziewam się, że klimat będzie niesamowity. Nastrój odbierze mi mowę. Zagłębmy się zatem w lata 30. New Game.
Some nights are just pitch black, without stars and without sleep. Dirty nights clinging to you like tar. Like this one night, back in 1938. Boston. The Great Depression tsunami was just sweeping over what was left of America. Misery, hunger, despair. Times are hard, they said. Times were worse than hard. And the bar was about to close. As far as I was concerned, this was just another intoxicated day drawing to an end. If only I knew.
Strasznie mi się podoba grafika w tej grze. Tak przypomina stare komiksy, generalnie noir. Takie trochę Sin City. Jest dobrze. Nasz bohater nie wiedział, jak bardzo zapałki mogą ocalić mu życie. Spoiler! Chapter 1. Out of course. Swoją drogą pojeździłbym takim samochodzikiem, zawsze mi się podobały. Dlatego tak bardzo lubiłem grać w mafię. I ten jazzik. Gdybym piła prowadzę, to jeszcze bym sobie nalał whisky. I delektował się. Słuchajcie, te subtelne dźwięki. Ten delikatny kobiecy wokal, pieszczący wasze uszy. I to było! Takie tam strachy. Daleko jeszcze. Pograłbym już. Widzowie już poglądali. Mam wrażenie, że tego tak środkiem jedzie tej drogi. W końcu Stany. Tam widocznie można. Birds Bay. Pan Sebastian Renard. Zapamiętajcie. Będziemy go rozliczać. Napisy się skończyły, więc wygląda na to, że Jeszcze chwila. To była taka prędkość, taki poślizg, zupełnie jak słynne kartony w jeden z polskich seriali.
The shock was still echoing in my bones, as the image of that girl coming out of nowhere surged back in my mind. Did I hit her? Was she dead?
Zajebisty
I couldn't remember.
aktor.
Thoughts were spinning in my head.
Świetnie go dopasowany do
I
klimatu.
hope I didn't run her over.
Tak powinien
I
właśnie
hope
brzmieć
she's still
protagonista z lat 30. w Stanach Zjednoczonych.
The pain. The terrible pain on my side. And this question.
Where
am I?
Burza! Ostatnio wam coś opowiadałem o burzy. Sadem też można, żeby nie było. Oszukują nas już na starcie. Wszystko to kłamstwo. This girl on the road. The impact. I couldn't find her body. No body, no blood. Where did the girl disappeared? For help, I could rely on the Boston Daily News, which I should check with Jay. Have I killed her? Who was that girl who crossed the road? I couldn't avoid her, but I never found her body. I couldn't get her desperate stare out of my mind. But I was wanted. And I needed help. Help! The night was too dark to see anything without light. Czy mamy światło? Bramo, rozewrzyj się. Sezamie, rozewrzyj się. Postaram się powstrzymać od głupich komentarzy, przynajmniej dziś. Cieszmy się nastrojem i klimatem.
I was trying to collect my thoughts, but the intense pain was scattering them like a bunch of dead birds. My fear of being wounded changed into an obsession. Was I about to die?
No, please no. No! The arm came from the marble structure. Widzę cmentarzyk, widzę. Mój wewnętrzny gracz walczy, ale nie. Grajmy flafowo, grajmy zgodnie z tym, jakby grała nasza postać. Cmentarz później, najpierw pomoc i zdrowie. No może łyczek alkoholu mi pomoże. There was still some golden liquid inside the glass. Och, wszyscy lubimy golden liquid. The glass was still moist and the chair was overlooking the garden. Someone was there very recently. If that person were to come back, my wound would be the only acceptable reason for breaking in. Knock, knock. Kołatka tam jest. The landlord was out, so the key might be around somewhere. Let's find it. Hurry.
No
I feel
one around.
weak.
I was all alone, with my pain growing and some nausea starting up. Don't stop. Think quick. Think well. It was just an accident. It happens. The girl must have made it out alive. I had to make it out alive too.
Letter from Martha Kenton to William Wesper. Under normal circumstances. Oh, kurwa. I would have never tried to contact you. I am an honest woman. I have supported my husband since the blessed day of our wedding, from which 2 beautiful children were born. I have given them the best education I could, but today I cannot afford to raise them properly anymore. We are ruined. My husband's employer were bankrupt. He's traveling from town to town trying to find a job while I have to beg for food every single day. My 4-year-old son has a bad cough, which is getting worse, and I fear for his life. Nowadays, we can see children die in the streets. Is it still America? I beg of you, who are rich, only a few dollars would be enough. We could work for you. We live in the shack under the best oil sign, at the entrance of the slum, by the Graham slaughterhouses. Don't hesitate to come. Martha Kenton. No use, the lamp has seen better days. Jeszcze coś? Nope. Po prostu nie podnosisz kartek. Dobrze. Nie twój list. Jest wychowanie. Nie ma wycieraczki. O, tu coś jest? Old lamp planks which have fallen from the front of the mansion. Może w doniczce. Nie. Zobaczmy cmentarz w takim razie. Trochę głupio mieć przy domu cmentarz, nie? Ta. O, widzisz, mamy lepszy. Rzut oka. I couldn't help but think about the statue broken arm. Someone had obviously moved it recently, but I couldn't help thinking it was some kind of distraction. Beer. Reklama. Dobrze, dobrze, w gazecie są reklamy. Zobaczmy, czy coś jest pod znakiem, czy mi się wydaje. For sale, this board locked and old as a house. O, jakiś dziwny znak na tym, na drzewie. The bucket fell down a dozen meters at least, no way to recover it. Thinking this was a promotion was probably just superstition. Premonition was probably just superstition, but I felt definitely uneasy. Sorry for my English. Mówię lepiej po angielsku, jak wypiję. This unknown symbol let out a powerful aura. Możesz biegać? W tym stanie nie możesz biegać. Albo jeszcze nie możesz. Tak tam 3 dni zejdzie na osiołku. No ale grunt to konsekwencja. Zobaczmy tą statuę. Żwirowa ścieżka. No key here. Chodźmy więc dalej. Wrogie krakanie kruków i wron. The statue was staring at me with a wide, hostile stare. The statue had been moved recently, but why? For what reason? Więc tu też nie. The key was probably hidden nearby. Co ci podpowiada, że tak zostało uczynione? Henry Vesper, a relative of the landlord. Ale gdzie może być ten kluczyk? Może pod krzyżem? William Vesper. No date on a grave. No sign of key. Nos nie spędzi. To chyba od tego angielskiego. B. Norman, this name confirmed from nowhere was chilling. Margaret Vesper, born went across. On the grave, the name Margaret Vesper seemed to challenge eternity itself. Who was she? The grave looked as daunting as forgotten tomb. What a dire way of decorating a garden. Co prawda. No, ale niektórzy używają krasnali ogrodowych, gnomów, żurawi, flemingów i innych gadziec, więc sposób jak dobry jak każdy inny. Jak na poszkodowaną osobę? No jesteśmy błyskotliwi, no chwilę nam to zajęło, kuśtyk. Ale dobry hiding place. Twisted, but the dead probably keep the burglars away. To na swój sposób przemyślne.
To open the door to a world I didn't belong to. But whoever lived in there, they would understand. I needed help. Anyone would understand that.
Na pewno. I'm not so sure. Ciarki mi przeszły po kręgosłupie.
Getting somewhere safe. That's all that mattered. As the doors opened, the mansion seemed to react to my presence. There was a smell, like a cornered animal. The smell of fear. And yet, I entered the place because I had no choice.
I
was praying to find a phone or some help. I didn't even bother wondering what happened to prayers when they reached the wrong door.
Szybciutki rodzaj. Znaczy szybciutki. Zajęło nam to z 20 minut. Straszny ten dźwięk. Phone. But I'm sure it's dead. Just dead.
Hello? Hello?
No?
I need an ambulance. Can you hear me? I need help. What had happened? This cold, the darkness around me. I was usually not afraid of the dark. But there,
But I am.
on
I
that
really
day,
am.
I remembered I had a matchbox somewhere in my jacket. The urge to light a match was growing with every new chill running down my spine.
A matchbox. His return. Bez sensu. Jesus. Please don't do it again. The door slammed. Once inside the house, I tried to use the phone to call for help, but the answer was scrambled and unintelligible. Who was it? A chill went down my spine. The entrance door locked itself behind me. Może to był tylko przeciąg? Tak, na pewno to był tylko przeciąg. Okej, więcej zapałeczek. Gdzie ja ostatnio widziałem grę, w której szukało się zapałeczek? The shovel was covered with fresh soil. Fresh one? Please no. It seems someone had been busy in the garden lately. The mud was still fresh. Jakbym mieszkał w takim miejscu, też bym miał. Też bym miał potrzebę picia alkoholu. Nie, już teraz nie robił takich zapałek jak kiedyś. This mountain landscape couldn't suit me. Me too, man. Me too. No popatrzcie, światło się zapaliło, od razu zaczęli udawać. Encyclopedias. The air was hardly readable. I co, i nie odłożysz telefonu? Who answered? I couldn't forget that sound. To szkoda. Jedne drzwi. Buty? Były tu wcześniej buty? Kto tu żyje w takim razie? Gdzie jest? Without light, no way. Dobra, to żeby nie marnować zapałeczek, najpierw podejdziemy pod te duże drzwi tutaj. Nope. Tu jeszcze drugie drzwi są w świetle. Świetna jest ta gra światłem. Wszystko jest czarno-białe, tylko światło jest żółte. Zajebiste.
Too heavy for me to breach it, especially with my bad leg.
No nic, to znaczy, że... Strike a match and you will know. You hear Hernandez side away. Ul. Dobra. The armchair looked comfy. I could get some rest and save my progress. Sure. Sure, man. Jak to światło się nie zapaliło? Żaróweczka poszła. A nie, zapali się taka mała lampeczka tam. Okej, może być i tak. Nie pociesza mnie to. Margaret's Diary. Excerpt 11. August 21st, 1911. Suffocating, it is useless illuminations and frills. The mansion doesn't have the greatness befitting a fortune like the Vespers. It's the work of the degenerate romantic. It's like a stain in this century. I ordered the flower beds on the east side of the garden to be removed. They made moving around complicated. In summer the scene was unbearable. I didn't talk about it to Henry, and he was quite upset. For the first time, I think, I saw something like rage in his eyes. For a few seconds he did look like a man, and then he shut himself back in his melancholy and played the piano all afternoon. His jazz again, this stupid music which reeks the debauchery and misery. Czuję nadciągającą katastrofę. Selina. Was it the glow in the accident I was seeing there? Było coś takiego, nie? Było takie światełko. Jazz. Posłucham teraz jazzu i napił się szklaneczki dobrej whisky. A box full of old science books. Dobra, szafeczka nie. Dobra, wstawaj. Podejdźmy sobie do fotelika. Skoro możemy sobie save'nąć progresa, to czemu byśmy sobie mieli save'nąć progresa? Tylko nie zaśnij. No. No, I'm not. As I woke up, I had recovered something strength. I couldn't run using you. What? You? Kogo pogrzało? Why not shift? The time came when we stopped counting. We stopped counting how many companies closed in the past 9 years, how many unemployed and families ended up in the streets, forced to live in slums around our cities. We stopped counting all the commodities, wasted because nobody could buy them, thrown to the sea or burned. We stopped counting how many of our business partners fell with us. It was 9 years ago, on October 29th, 1929. Born from the sick and speculative belly of America, the crash would throw the world into storm and darkness. We are still here, but we lost faith. And we stopped counting because these were just figures, because today they make us feel nauseous. Tak sądzę, że to się czyta. Dawn seems far at the time, and today something they can see the sunrise. They seem to forget night and darkness are always out there, somewhere. A soothing aura was surrounding this lunar goddess statue. The small statue of a lunar goddess that stood in the parlor felt like comforting presence. Sugestywne, dobrze, będę pamiętał. Tu jeszcze zapałeczki zostały, może będę pamiętał. Aparat. William. Memories Vesper, Winter Cross. Kolejne znajdźki. Czyżby? Strike a match and you will know you're here and on the side away. Oh, oh. Library. Scary. House full of old traditions. True story, bro. Jesus, please. No dobra. Wydaje się, że ten... A, właśnie mieliśmy zobaczyć. Controls, run. Oczywiście, że shift. Dziękuję. Do widzenia. Same girl?
Help me. Who was it? Or what was it? In my world, women didn't glow like the moon. And they didn't walk through doors either. I had to be more...
Ja panu nie przerywałem.
Badly wounded than I thought.
Dobra, pójdźmy w te drzwi, w które ona weszła. Może teraz się otworzyły. Crucifix was not comforting at all. Never does. Ale jak? Okej. No to wracamy do głównego pomieszczenia. I zobaczmy, czy coś tu się może... What? Dlaczego światło zgasło? Dlaczego? Jesus! Mother of God! Too much realistic for me. La 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 la. Gdzieś tu musi być włącznik. Szybko, szybko. Włącznik światełeczka. Nope, 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 please. Another apparition, but that one smelled like death. I couldn't move close to it. It was an old lady, a corrupt soul. Death itself. I had to stay away from it. Masz moje pełne poparcie, man. And maybe not. A woman's shoe was lying on the floor of the corridor. I chose not to touch it. Something here felt like agony. Oh man. Mother's shadow will never go away. I understand now. Calling them ghosts would still be too noble. It is a filth that strives in the dark like flies in a manure. As long as I am alive, they will never go away. Nie pocieszasz mnie, chłopcze. Jeszcze tutaj gdzieś był aparat, nie? Who could... O, Headless Woman. To chyba nie przypadek. The one of the painting was the name Margaret Venter, the same as the grave outside. The woman stares at Nobel's frozen lake and looked just as cold. Vespering. And this is a good old Boston, the home of the bean and the cod, where the lawless talk only the cabots, and the cabots talk only to God. Okay. No! 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 Fucking hell. To, żebym się teraz troszkę osrał. Czy to są zapałęcje na stoliku? Jest! The gramophone could only play Silent Dust. Dwa duchy w domu. Jeden
I
wydaje się ten
decided to
dobry.
accept her presence. After all, from all those weird things I had seen that night, she was the only one who hadn't tried to kill me.
Fuck.
This thing
Fuck,
looked like
fuck,
it was
fuck,
reaching
fuck,
out
fuck.
from some fairy tale. The kind of stories in which kids get devoured by some witch in a dark forest. Was it real?
Whispers Diary Expert. All over the bars I visited, smoke and the mirrors appears to have been especially tailored for me. People that are quiet, melancholic even. They stagnate is the swirling smoke of the cigarettes like convicts, desperate victims that were pushed to the darkness by the crisis. But even the bars in the elegant place, they are not driven away. They respect their rise to oblivion. It's a place where they can disappear. I found myself a corner from which I can watch their comings and goings until I am carried to the abyss by my own whiskey. Every time I am caught again by the band, such as good musicians. Their music is like a tear that some stretches, slow jazz, steady and reserved. It is the music of their time, the music of those who fell on the wayside. Someone told me about a singer who just got hired. Well, I don't think the band needs that, but we will see.
I tried not to think about it. Only a madman can think mad things.
It's been cut with knife. Some angry man. An appointment with Destiny 2. These economic realists complain that we seek to overthrow the instruction of America. What they really complain of is that we seek to take away their power. Our allegiance to American institutions requires the overthrow of this kind of power. In vain they seek to hide behind the flag and the Constitution. In their blindness they forget what the flag and the Constitution stand for. Now, as always, they stand for democracy, not tyranny, for freedom, not subjection, and against the dictatorship but by mob rule and the overprivileged alike. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Note to self. Armchairs. I'm so tired. Father ordered several leather club chairs from a Quincy craftsman. They are perfect. It is one of the few places where I can rest and think. Margaret wouldn't touch them, and I have no idea why. Maybe because they are marked with the sun, which made her blind. I don't know. I am just happy they are here. Thank you, Father. Shit music. Whew. Look around, and I was still free to act using space. Esoteric symbol. A small music box with a secret inside. I could feel it shudder under my fingers. The symbol of Venus was engraved on the lid. Tylko to, czyli nic, więc... Aha, tu cię mam, cwaniaczku. The box was closed. There was a small opening for a key. Okej, to tylko teraz... Skoro escape'em wychodzę, to dlaczego od razu mi robisz to takie niedorąbanie?